Last time, I talked about what happens when we forget God, how slowly and quietly we can lose sight of who we are. But this morning feels different. This Sunday feels different because I don't think forgetting is the only danger. Sometimes we remember God, we love Him, we're praying, we're showing up, and still something is off. And I've been sitting in 1 Samuel, and I can't get past chapter 8. Israel didn't forget God. They just didn't like how He was leading them. So they asked for a king. And I keep thinking, what is a king in my life? Because it's not always a person. Sometimes it's clarity. Sometimes it's control. Sometimes it's a plan I can see. I say this prayer almost every morning. I surrender this season to God, knowing He's working, knowing He'll tell me when it's time to move. And it sounds beautiful. It sounds surrendered. But I recently realized, even in that prayer, I'm still trying to control. Because what I'm really saying is, God, I'll trust you. As long as you make it clear. As long as I know for sure. As long as I don't get it wrong. But that's not how God looks. His word says it's a lamp, not a spotlight, one step, not the whole path. And I think a lot of us aren't stuck because we forgot God. We're stuck because we're waiting for certainty He never promised. In my book, I've been writing about remembrance, about what happens when we forget. But if I'm honest, there's another thread running through it: control. My characters, they don't always rebel loudly. They don't run away from God. They just try to manage what He's doing. They grasp for understanding. They look for signs. They hesitate. They want to obey, but safely. And I saw myself in that more than I want to admit. I wrote in my notes that the other day, I'm a lot like Saul. Humble at first, willing, but under pressure, I grasp. I look for something to hold on to. I wait and I wait and I wait because I want to be sure. And that's the danger, because Israel didn't ask for a king out of nowhere. They asked because trusting God felt too uncertain, too slow, too unclear. And I wonder how many of us are doing the same thing, not abandoning God, just replacing dependence on Him with something that feels safer. A plan, a timeline, a clear next step, a king. But I don't want to live like that. I don't want a life where I only move when I'm certain. I want to be like Jonathan in 1 Samuel 14, where he moves, not because he's sure of that outcome, but because he's sure of God's character. He steps forward and basically says, maybe God will act. Maybe. The word scares me. Maybe? It feels unsafe. It feels foolish. But I'm starting to realize clarity isn't what builds faith. Trust is. So maybe the question isn't, God, what's next? Maybe it's, do I trust you enough to move without needing a king? This trip, this season, this book I'm writing, it's teaching me something I didn't expect.
Happy birthday!
Control can look like surrender, but I guess it's all in the journey of learning how to follow God.
This is you! You should be seeing you!
I got lost.